Hey, today I'm doing Somersault coffee roasters. This is a roaster from Bangkok. And I think they have about 3 to 4 shops by now. Started maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I find that they have very good, in terms of the espressos, they're very good and very fruity and very complex and yeah, nice espressos. For this one I'm getting is a blend. It's called the Gambit blend. You can see it's a mix of Myanmar beans, Brazil and Honduras. And the notes there, it says rum and raisins, vanilla, whiskey, and maraschino cherry. I guess it's like whiskey like cherries. And then white will be creamy vanilla rum and raisin ice cream. And indeed, in terms of flavor notes, you do get a lot of whiskey. You do get a lot of whiskey kind of cherries from it, and rum and raisins from the espresso, and also as a white is very prominent rum and raisin ice cream. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm using filter paper at the bottom, and which means I need to grind finer in order, yeah, because the flow will be much more faster with filter papers. And over here, I have my beans frozen because I think this is about 1 month out or one plus, yeah, definitely more than 1 month out. And I found that frozen beans gives me more consistent results. Let me just get, I'm using 15 grams in, and it really depends on day to day. Maybe about, yeah, now it's, okay, 34 grams out. So 15 in, 34 out. Okay, so one issue with us home barista is that I only, home barista like me, I only do 1 espresso per day, which means every other 2 days or 3 days, you know, the extraction, you have to redial in general, because obviously the beans becomes, I won't say stale, but becomes the gas over time, you know, and the flavor notes change, and so the timing also runs out. And I find that freezing the beans helps a lot with maintaining the same grind size and around the same timing. But being a home barista, of doing 1 espresso a day, I cannot guarantee you that I'm going to get it where I want to. So as for the timing, is between I'm getting between 20, it's between 20 to 25, 26 seconds kind of brew. So for this, and on the, oh shucks, never mind. And on the Cafetech Monolith Flat, this is a old Monolith Flat, my grind size is about 1.2. So let's go. I'm using a default profile at 92 degrees temperature on the decent. Only thing is you probably can't see too much. Let me see how fast it runs today. Quite, flow looks good. The starting flow looks good. Okay, you can see it here. It starts at about 1.5 and slowly goes up. Yep. So I'm expecting about 25 seconds for this today. Okay, what am I timing? 28 seconds. Okay, that's still good. Alright, and here we have. See, no drips, no waste. Everything goes into the shot glass. It's not really a shot glass, but hey. Now let's get this into, like I said, this one works especially very well. This is, I think this blend is probably made for white because it tastes extremely sweet. It is extremely creamy and sweet and have a ice cream like texture in a latte, especially if you're doing iced latte. Actually, I like this over like iced latte more than hot latte, which is typical. I think Thai people generally drink coffee on ice, which is why the filter doesn't really sells too well. Okay, let me just get this proportion out. 16, okay. I'll do 16 grams for my latte, and let's have a good taste of this. Okay, in terms of yield wise, it's about 21%. I'm getting, which is, yeah, perfect. Okay, let's try. Let's have a look and taste. Cool down first. More towards this. Oh yeah, more towards the sour cherry and whiskey notes. Sweetness is there, but this is not as strong, but well balanced. If anything else, it's a bit too sour. Yeah, and yeah, but the dialing is around there because obviously I'm doing this day to day, so generally these are acceptable ranges. And on my steam one, I reduced the steam flow to 1.4 milliliters per second because, as you can see, I'm using very little milk, which is supposed to be just cover this, and I'm left with like a tiny. I try to reduce my milk waste, and to do that, I really need to reduce the speed, the flow. So reduce the flow allows me to takes longer to steam, but allows you to have a better quality foam. Previously, I think the flow was way too fast, 1.6, and yeah, before you even actually manage to get good foam, you have to really turn off the steam already because it gets too hot too fast. So let's get this done. Yeah, round. Oops, sorry. Overflow. Yep. It's a fat Rosetta. Let's have a taste of the white. Yep. Ooh. Like rum and raisin ice cream basically. It's like if you melted rum and raisin ice cream into this and heat it up, that's exactly what it tastes like. Got too much foam. I mean, I put too much foam in, but oh, that is exactly the taste. Creamy vanilla and rum and raisins. Now, this is actually nice with an ice because it tastes a bit like cherry whiskey on the rocks. Of course, I'm not a whiskey drinker or alcohol drinker, but That's probably the closest I can get to enjoying whiskey. Yep. There's a nice well, I mean the aroma is gone by now. Yep, it's mostly cherry, but I'll say that the espresso today is a bit. Oh, yeah, I think it's a bit over. If the timing is a bit shorter, it probably tastes better. But in general, in general, like I said, between that 21 to 25 seconds brew time, I tend to have quite a good espresso and latte. But for the latte, actually, it didn't matter too much how far I go. I still tend to get a very good make a very good cup of a latte. Okay, and I think that's it for today. And on the Gambit blend from Somersault coffee roaster in Bangkok.